on Italo Fiera. But right now, Kolohe Andino is up against Adam Melling, who was one of the highest scoring surfers in round one. And this should be a good heat. Kolohe on his way to one of his better finishes on the championship tour this year.
Wave, and had to give a little shout out to my boy Zeke for that muscle claim.
That's right. Everyone remember, heart over height.
What a post-heat interview. And, some people that are thrilled with that result, who put Keanu on their team. What a performance. 8.4, picking off one of the best waves of the contest, you'd have to say. Getting spat into the channel, flexing hard, and still on track for a solid result. And perhaps a huge jump up the ratings, Ross. Maybe into the top 22 if he can keep this roll alive.
First up, just a quick wave here for Kolohe. You know, I think for Keanu saying, hey, that's awesome. You know, it's a way to harness.
Melling with priority, having a look. A late effort to get into this one. Lines up the barrel and easily finds the exit. And he's just going to cruise out into the channel. So a better start than Kolohe, but Andino will get his shot now. And he's going to take it straight away, the second wave in the set. A lot more hollow. And it just regurgitates Kolohe into the channel. Goes for the cutback rebound, unsuccessful, but some good points collected earlier.
It looked like Kolohe had a better barrel. This is a nice ride here from Adam Melling. I'm loving what I'm seeing from him technique-wise. I like his narrow stance, pretty stylish. You can see that his knees kind of bowed together right there. He's trying to keep that weight over the deck of his board. He's dragging his rear end up against the wall to slow himself down, but not the longest barrel. This is a heavy committed late drop right here from Kolohe Andino, so that the judges definitely got to take into consideration. The commitment on that drop alone was worth a few points, and then he got shacked just a little deeper than Adam Melling, so I think he will get the bigger score run.
Love the way you're breaking down these two rides, because in some ways they're very similar, but it's just some subtle differences that are going to have a huge difference when these scores drop from the judges. And you mentioned it, that drop, a bit more critical, a bit more difficult for Kolohe.
Speed, power, flow, variety of maneuvers, it's kind of out of the window today. You know, we're going to see less moves today, especially if it continues to be this good. There's that commitment right there. Air drop, he took off right underneath the lip. And that is much more difficult to do than what Kolohe made it look like right there. You know, that is the epitome of committing yourself to a barrel here at Chopu.
Really using the body well. Pushing so hard in the face of that wave. Is rounder than another.
Well, you know, it's definitely about the drop. So placement is key for the judges. They want to see these guys commit deep as possible. You know, anyone can kind of take off on the shoulder and kind of cruise through the barrel, but if you get yourself way back up in there, it's technical. So to do that, you have to take off really late, and that is a technical effort because a lot of times you get disconnected.
Well, have a look at this one. Andino on the west bowl, really looking to back up the 7.33, and he's going to do it here. Those west bowl barrels, they throw wide, the waves with a little bit more of that southerly direction down the reef. Get some insights, but we've got the replay of Kolohe's last ride for you here.
Again, you know, I'm shocked that Adam didn't have a look at that because he was right behind that west bowl nug. He could have been just slotted in this thing and potentially got an excellent score. Kolohe had a look over his shoulder. He said, "You sure you're not going? Sweet, I'll take this thing." And got himself a decent score. Now, the reason why the score is going to be kept in check, Ronnie, he wasn't really deep. You know, it was just a really nice barrel for a split second.
We'll get to that in a moment. But right now, Kolohe, again, just looking to push his lead a little higher, but too deep on this one. But what kind of information?
And he's going to be thinking about taking that wave that he did for quite a while. You can see in the next heat preparing Jordy Smith in the channel. He's going to be coming up against Matt Banting. The guys are sitting there assessing the wave conditions, clearing their mind for their upcoming battle.
You know, we were just claiming Italo as the fun-loving guy, and you know, even it gets everyone. You know, these guys are so competitive. As we see Kolohe, how funny was that claim right there, Ronnie? You could tell that was the most organic, pure excitement claim right there ever. He was actually like, "Woohoo! I just got a sweet little barrel on the inside under priority again." It's just allowing the waves to be stronger. They have that thickness that we're looking for at Chopu with those square barrels. It's almost the same size as yesterday, but you know, the waves have way more energy.
Well, not as big a wave picking off this wave in one of the opening exchanges at 5.67.
Yeah, and you know, a very nice 5.67. I thought that even could have been a little higher. It was a great tube ride from Adam Melling, but he had bad timing because out the back, Kolohe's was a little heavier. It was committed. It was a later drop, slightly thicker barrel, and he right away had the advantage with the 7.33. Adam was very patient throughout this whole heat. He still got priority, and that allowed Kolohe to be sneaky running on the inside bowl. He got a 6, and then he found a really sneaky long one. He got that little claim right there, just like he was a 15-year-old grommet. 7.7 for that.
To push himself deep now because he's trying to drop a 7.33. And here he is once again, just having a lot of fun out there at the moment. Doesn't complete that ride, but he's still in a fantastic position.
So we have 35-minute heats today.
And kicking the water out of frustration. He's going to know that this wave's not good enough to garner a 9.36. So he's just bringing this one through to the inside on his way to the channel. And he is going to be out of the mix here for the Billabong Pro Tahiti title. Andino keeps his dreams alive. He marches on to round 4. There is so many big heats coming your way. Up next, Jordy Smith takes on Matt Banting. And we're going to bring in the birthday boy, Joe Tapel.